everyone, and welcome to Sunday Slow Stitching with Rita. I am working on the Just Because quilt. I know it's number 6. I'm way behind. I think it's supposed to be 8. I don't know. Anyway, so last week I showed you I was going to put these flowers. Oh, look, I missed a whole section right there. How did I do that? Anyway, I was gonna stitch these flowers on, and I did 5. I thought I was gonna have a lot more room than that, but that's pretty much the size in this block that's 18 by 18. Okay, so then after that I thought I wanted to put something on the centers. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of shadowy on this side, but centers here. And to attach those, I'm planning to, I'm going to leave that there, do the pistol stitch around the outside, or from the center to the outside. So I hope everybody's doing well. We had a little tornado, stormy kind of weather, but everything was fine. Let's see, I'm going to be doing French knots, so well, this has got needles and stuff in it. Everything has some needle or something. I'm just going to see if I can sit that under there, because I like to have my, when I'm doing French knots, to have something to hold my needle in place until I can pick it up and run it through. So I'm just going to, it's not very straight there. Hold on. I think maybe I'll do one across. And go down on this side. Poking myself. I don't know if, oh, there's pins in there. They are sticking me. Okay, so then I'm gonna go over here. I'm wrapping it 3 times, bringing it down to the outside of the yo-yo. And then I'll come over on this side. Okay. Those aren't showing up very well. You probably can't even see it on camera. I don't know, maybe you can. So I think I'll go in between these and do another one. Maybe I'll do not as far out, maybe to here. Go wherever you want with this. Thicker right there. Sometimes I have that crocheted lace on underneath here, under these flowers, and sometimes that crochet lace does not want to budge. So I put this behind it. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that, but I put this behind, and I didn't have enough to fill the middle in, so I found this napkin. It's it looks like it goes with, you know, a tablecloth. I've never really seen napkins like that, but I picked it up the other day at a thrift store. And, you know, if it's got lace on it or something, it's in my hands. I've got it. And, that filled in that blank spot in the center. I just watched Corinne's video of her in Los Angeles. That's so funny. It's what I do notice that on Hollywood, well, she was on Hollywood Way, not Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know where Hollywood Way is, but there was a lot of traffic on that road. I don't remember it being so busy, but I haven't been there in years because I used to live in California. And I was hoping that she could be there on the first. Yeah, see, she's not. It's not the first. The first of the month, the first Sunday of every month, the flea market in the Rose Bowl, the Coliseum. Is it the Coliseum or the? No, maybe that's not in the Coliseum. Gosh, I can't remember. Anyway, they have a great flea market. I used to go there all the time to get antiques and sell antiques and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so now I've got that little bit, and I thought I have these little flowers. I was going to make these little hexagons to put in the middle, and for some reason I can't make them the same. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like one, they're just not, they're not right. But see, that one looks okay. You know, they're supposed to like connect together like this, but see, that one is a little bit too long. So they must have not been a perfect circle. I just don't know why they weren't working. But I thought instead I would just use these little daisy things. Not daisies, little posy kind of flowers. And I don't know what other kind of stitching to do. Well, I think well, it doesn't really matter because I have to, let me just get a piece of thread out of here. I'm trying to keep my legs straight because it's hurting right now. If I bend my knee, it starts to hurt. Oh, I must have cut myself. Oh, I don't know. I pulled out a knife earlier and I realized I had, when I was pulling out a different knife, that one popped up and kind of hit me, but I didn't think I was bleeding. Didn't see it. All right, I'm just gonna put, I'm just gonna do a couple of these small stitches in the middle of this to hold it down. So how's everybody's weather? I hear there's snow in some places and other places it's hot. We were 78. Not yesterday. Yesterday our high was like 46. And the day before the high was 78. It is definitely March. Yep. So I decided instead of making a quilt with this, I'm going to make bags, totes, and I think they'll. I talked to a friend and she said that yeah, she would love one. You know, not that I'm gonna sell it to her or anything, but I thought maybe I might put them up for sale on my website because they would be kind of unique thing. Okay, let's see. So what do I want to stitch that with? Maybe I'll go with that blue over the top of that. Let's see. I have this kind of a turquoisey blue. It's probably a better match. Yeah, I think that one's better. Yeah, there's got to be, there it is. But when I was watching Corinne, I'm not sure how she says it, but I remember all those little shops down there where the antiques were, a lot of them were kind of weird stuff, you know. Especially they've always had vintage clothing down there. You could go down there. Now their vintage clothing now is probably 80s style, but back then when I went there, it was more like the 40s and 50s. But yeah, and they were so expensive, so expensive. And the reason they were is because they would come, like I had an antique store. It was an antique thrift type store. It was good junk is what I called it. You know, we would buy antiques, but they were like more of a fixer-upper kind, you know, where people wanted to paint it. I used to sell dressers and those 1930s, 40s buffets, or I guess that's what you call them, a buffet, with the two drawers. The silverware and stuff would go in them. A lot of them would be lined with felt or whatever, and I would buy those and paint them with stencils and make ivy and stuff coming down the sides or the front. Everybody loved it. And those people from Los Angeles, up there where all the money is and all the high dollar stuff, the dealers would come to my store and buy stuff. So it was pretty cool. They thought they were getting a great deal, and I thought, wow, I'm glad I sold it for that. I'm not going to be so perfect in here because I'm going to cover it with flour. But yeah, those stores are fun because they're a lot of unusual stuff. Oh. I remember when we used to sell at the flea market, my friend and I, her husband and her sons, I think, came a few times to help sell, because people were at that flea market before it got daylight, and we would be unpacking, and there would people already in there coming into the flea market. They let them in like at 6 a.m. and we would get there like 3 o'clock in the morning, unload our stuff, and then to be ready for all the people coming in. And those people, I mean, they were buyers. They just swooped in there and bought this and that and whatever they were, you know, they had their list. It was pretty cool, but you had to watch, you know, to see who's where, because there was no lighting. Not much, anyway, other than little lanterns we had. And I remember, seemed like every month, Diane Keaton was there. And she loved secondhand stuff for thrift or antiques, that kind of thing. She'd be browsing around. There's probably other people there that were famous for whatever, but I didn't notice them. Okay. All right. Now, do I want to put a... I don't know that you guys are going to enjoy watching me put all these on here, but flower's bigger than my dots coming out. Let's see, maybe if I can go over or off a little bit. I don't think there was any blue ones in here. I guess I'll just use that yellow one, that yellow. And just get a piece of this thread. But I want to do some extra stitching in here. I'm not sure what to do. And I thought maybe I could fill in some of these areas with some of these circles. I could kind of offset. These are not the best circles. This is what I had already cut from forever ago. A light pink one. Yeah, that's all I have. I have bigger ones. These are for yo-yos. But that might, you know, if I get the right colors. Let me just see what we've got over here that I could... I'm just wondering if a solid would look better, you know, with the... Yeah, this is almost like the same fabric, only it's different. It's lighter, brighter. How funny. Maybe I can make these circles different sizes. That's way too big. I'm looking for something that's the right size. scissors because they... I don't know, those might be too big. I don't have a cardboard template sitting here in front of me. I probably have one, but okay. I am the worst at cutting out circles. If you can even see me, no, you can't. I don't know why I can't get this camera set up right. All right, so if I wanted to put they're too big. Darn it. Trying to stretch my leg out. I go Monday. Well, when you see this, it'll be tomorrow, Monday, for a shot. And I hope this doctor gets it figured out. I just don't know. So what do you guys think about a circle like that, randomly? I could do like a blanket stitch around it. I'm just gonna pop this on here so I don't lose it. Okay, come on. Oh, heavens. I must be going through a knot. I hate that when I do. Go through a knot. It's not really very much to talk about. Oh, I need a puller for this. It's very thick under that. Been trying to find something to watch on TV. I'm not very good at TV watching. I get very bored with a lot of stuff. I mean, I try to watch what everybody's watching, but... And movies, I can't sit through a whole movie. I miss half of it because I start doing something else, and I don't even know what the movie's about, and then you got to start all over again. Doesn't matter, like if it's a series or something, you can kind of catch up or rewind a couple minutes. I have BritBox and I have Acorn TV, and that's pretty much all I watch. because I like the British and I like the stuff that comes out of Australia, the shows that they have. One is on Acorn right now. It is just back on because I've seen it advertised, but it's called a place called Home, and it is really, really good. I think just about this family and just everything that goes on with families. But this is kind of like a family with money, so it's a little different. I wonder, can I just do pink around that, or if I make it contrast, it will show up quite a bit. But I'll have to call this the posy bag. So what I'm planning to do is line them. Hopefully I have enough fabrics to, I could sew fabrics together to make lining too. It's the handles I don't like making. And I can't hand sew it. I'll have to do it on the machine because it would just take forever, and it wouldn't be sturdy enough, I don't think, for people to, take it like to market or something where they're going to pick up things or carry things. Let's see, I never know if I'm going to do this first one right. It's the hardest one of all. Okay, work around it. There's a lady on YouTube, and she does like crazy quilt stitching, and I always forget what her name is. I think it might be Elizabeth. I may have subscribed to her channel, but I don't remember what channel it is. She just just comes on out of the blue, and I'll sit and watch what she's stitching. But she's been doing a series. It's like a weekly series, I think, and on blanket stitch. And I'm telling you, there are so many different things you can do with the blanket stitch. I had no idea. But if I remember who she is, I'll try to put her link in the because I don't know if she would pop up in the slow stitching or not, because she's not really a slow stitcher like we call it, like we do. Some crazy quilt embroidery designs is what it is, but you could use it all on slow stitching. And the blanket stitch is just the same typical stitch, but what she did was she drew leaves, and she did the blanket stitch going up the leaf. I don't know, it just looked really cool. Not sure how she did it. I'd have to give it a try. And every time she comes on, I'm usually sewing something. I'm usually working on slow stitch or cross stitch. And so she comes on, and I'm like, I need to get a fabric out and a stitch book and practice when she's doing it, or give it a try so I can remember. But I've already got something else in my hand, so I don't do it. I don't know. And sometimes it's hard to watch people sew. If you have somebody sewing it but you also have like the written or a picture showing how it goes. Otherwise, you know, you can't, unless you can stop the video and start and stop and start, that kind of thing. But I mean, depends on what the stitch is too. I don't know, this is getting kind of, probably should have had, ouch, I hate it when I do that. I'm gonna do with my thread puller, there it is. I lost my other one I had over at my chair. I do it all the time, and then of course, you know, it falls off and rolls under the chair or somewhere in the trash. Oh, sorry guys. Spam call. I thought I had turned off my phone, but I didn't. All right, so there's a circle. So I wonder, thinking before I pull that thread out, if I put something in this circle, that would be something that would be cute. I don't think I want to put the same type thing in there as I did the other ones. Let me look at my little buttons here for a minute. I love all these vintage buttons. As long as I don't put a button in the seam where I'm going to sew. I don't know. Excuse me. This button looks too, I don't know, too big. If I have the buttons with 4 holes, I could make a flower in it. I don't know. Do you think I think that's how I did it before. Put a French knot in one of the holes. No, that's not how I did it. Wow, how did I do that? I'll probably have to go back and try to figure out. I think I need, I don't know. I love buttons. I think they're just so fun. I like these big pink ones, but they're so wide and thick. That's kind of cute. It's like a little posy. Little posies on posy. I don't know if I have any more of those. Oh, there's a little locket. Huh. These are just a few of the buttons that I have. These little rose ones are vintage little buttons. Okay. I don't think I have enough of these to put everywhere. Do I even like the look of them? That's cute. I kind of like these because they have, you know, the same color. It kind of reminds me of, what's her name, Holtz? Lori Holt? Lori Holt, not Holtz. All right, now I'm in this, you guys, so I'm gonna have to stop. Oh, they're all the same. I need a different. There's a little too. Oh, there's another dark one like that. So I have to just put them on and see if I like them or not. I have vintage ones, but okay. So I was gonna put, because these could take the flowers too. Kind of like that one actually the best. Okay, so let me stitch that with some green. I'm not going to try to make the flower in them because they're already busy. I was just going to do it on that white button. I feel like I'm just doing everything too low. I'm just gonna sew this same, find the hole. I never used to have this much trouble finding just a feel for it, you know? Guess things like that. So I did that twice, then I'll do twice the other direction. Come on. Crazy. Okay. I think that'll add some fun to it. This thread is wool and silk, and I'm not sure I like it. It kind of like gets fuzzy or weird or something. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. I'm just going to go take a rest. I might give my knee a rest. And so much of my prep work is done before I do the video that I've worn out myself by the time I get to a video. So thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If there's anything you want me to do, let me know. Not that I can do it, but I can try. It just keeps me motivated to keep doing this kind of stuff, because otherwise I will just put it away and not come back to it for, you know, quite a while. If I oh, that's messed up. My iron has got something stuck all over it. Gotta clean it. All right, so we'll see you later. This is not square. This is not perfect at all, but I'm hoping it'll be okay, because I'm going to be taking in some of this, you know, in the seam. And then this part here will be kind of up like this. So some of this may be on the bottom of the bag, like so. So some of it, you know, won't be showing all on the front, because I like to make those corners, and then you have, you know, the bottom that has that more room in it. So, all right, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.